今日は暑いですね。このお茶は暑いですね。Do you know which kanji to use for each? The first one is the air temperature, and the second one is the temperature of a drink. You can probably guess from the context, right? But what about this? これは熱いものですね。これは熱いものですね。Did you catch the difference? Let me say it again. これは熱いものですね。これは熱いものですね。The first one means thick. The second one means hot. Same pronunciation but different meanings and even different pitch accents. Today we will break down these three atsui in depth. The first one uses this kanji, atsui. It refers to the temperature around you. You can use it in a sentence like this. この部屋は暑いです。This room is hot. This atsui implies an uncomfortable or unpleasant heat. If you actually enjoy the heat, then use a different expression. Now, here are some common mistakes learners make with atsui. For example, 天気が暑いです。In English, you might say the weather is hot, but in Japanese, 天気 doesn't refer to temperature. So you should say today is hot or this room is hot, but avoid using 天気 with 暑い. Another common mistake is this. このコーヒーは暑いです。Coffee doesn't describe the surrounding temperature, so you need a different kanji here, which we will look at next. This kanji, atsui, is used for anything that has a high temperature, except the temperature of the surrounding air. It can also describe strong or passionate feelings. Let's look at some examples. このお風呂はちょっと暑いです。This bath is a little hot. Here we are talking about the temperature of the water, so we use this kanji. 寿司職人の山本さんはお寿司についての熱い思いを話しました。Sushi chef Mr. Yamamoto spoke about his passion for sushi. In this sentence, 熱い思い describes strong enthusiastic feelings. In fact, 熱い can also be used to describe deep romantic or emotional feelings. For example, 山田くんは田中さんに熱い眼差しを送った。Mr. Yamada looked at Miss Tanaka with admiration. 熱い眼差し means a passionate gaze. So this sentence describes someone looking at another person with strong feelings. Unlike the other atsui, which refers to the surrounding temperature, this atsui does not have a negative nuance. Now, here's where things get interesting. The next atsui is quite different. This third atsui has nothing to do with temperature. Instead, it means thick. And it can also describe deep or sincere feelings. Let's look at this example. このジャケットはとても暑いです。This jacket is very thick. Here, 暑い is used in its most basic physical meaning. To talk about deep or sincere feelings, you can say something like 熱くお礼を申し上げます。I would like to express my deepest gratitude.In this example, we use the adverbial form 熱く to express deep and sincere appreciation. This is a very common and polite phrase, especially in formal situations. When 熱い describes feelings, it's most often used for gratitude or sincerity. So in everyday usage, 熱い is much more commonly associated with the meaning thick.Now that we understand the meaning of all three atsui, let's take a closer look at how they differ in other ways. While some atsui has a secondary meaning, let's focus on their core meanings and look at their opposites. The first atsui describes the temperature of the surrounding air, so its opposite is samui, meaning cold air temperature.The second atsui refers to the temperature of objects or things, so its opposite is 冷たい, meaning cold to the touch. Finally, this one means thick, so its opposite is 薄い, which means thin. Understanding these opposites can help you clearly distinguish between the three. So far, we've looked at meaning, but there's another difference you can hear, and this is where many learners struggle. The two atsui that mean hot actually have the same pitch accent, but the other one that means thick, it has a different pattern. Let's start with the first group. You read atsui, atsui. This pattern is called nakadakagata. The pitch rises and then drops. Now listen to the second one. You read atsui, atsui. This is called heibangata. It stays level after the first mora. Now, that's how they sound in isolation. The pitch changes when it conjugates into different forms, and it also changes depending on what word comes after. Let's take a quick look at how that works. Let's make this simple first. I'm going to split atsui into two groups. Group 1, atsui meaning hot. Group 2, atsui meaning thick. All the pronunciations I will show you are based on the NHK Japanese pronunciation accent dictionary. First, let's look at the nai form. For group 1, it's pronounced as atsukunai. Atsukunai. The pitch drops right after the first mora. For group 2, it's pronounced as atsukunai. Atsukunai. So here, the pitch pattern is different. Next is the ta form. For group 1, it's pronounced as atsukatta. Atsukatta. According to the NHK Japanese pronunciation accent dictionary. But interestingly, if you use a pitch accent tool developed by the University of Tokyo, it gives as atsukatta. And this is the way I pronounce as well. For group 2, it's pronounced as atsukatta. Atsukatta. Using the tool, both groups have the same pitch accent for this. Now, let's look at the nakatta form. For group 1, it's pronounced as atsukunakatta. Atsukunakatta. For group 2, we say atsukunakatta. Atsukunakatta. Finally, let's look at the te form. For group 1, it's pronounced as atsukute. Atsukute. For group 2, it's atsukute. Atsukute. Now, let's revisit the sentence I introduced at the beginning. We saw this at the very beginning of the video, but now listen carefully to how the pronunciation changes. When you are talking about something thick, you say, これは熱いものです. But when you are talking about something hot, we say, これは熱いものです. Can you hear the difference? Let me read them again. これは熱いものです. これは熱いものです. Now, one important thing to remember. When we show pitch accent like this, high and low aren't absolute. They are relative. And on top of that, natural speech also includes intonation, which adds another layer. If this interests you, you can try my Japanese pronunciation course on Udemy and also explore the pitch accent tool yourself. Both links are in the description. And if you want to keep improving your Japanese, check out my other videos for more interesting grammar facts and practical tips. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss my new videos. You can also join my daily quizzes in the post section. Check out my Udemy courses for Japanese learning as well. Links are in the description below. Thank you for watching.